The expansion of Islam in North America and the growing significance of Muslim communities is a continuous process driven primarily by migration, higher birth rates within Muslim families, and religious conversions. As statistics indicate that there are approximately 3.45 million Muslims in the United States, making up 1.1% of the total population, while in Canada, the Muslim population stands at 1.3 million, constituting 3.7% of the total population. And the largest representation within these communities comes from individuals hailing from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Somalia, Syria, and Iran. A living example of which is the city of Dearborn in Michigan, where over 40% of the population is Muslim. Whereas in the Scarborough area of Toronto, approximately 300,000 Pakistani Canadians and 50,000 Bangladesh Canadians reside. Furthermore, regarding birth rates, the average for Muslim women is 2.4 children per woman in the US and 2.3 in Canada, which is significantly higher than the national averages of both countries. And alongside this, 20,000 to 25,000 individuals convert to Islam annually in the US, including notable figures such as rapper Amir Junad Muhadith, who converted in 2008, and historically significant figures like Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X in 1964. However, cultural differences and misconceptions remain the biggest obstacles to the acceptance of Islam, as in the Judeo-Christian and secular traditions of North America. Daily Muslim practices such as prayer, fasting, hate, and the hijab are often perceived as unnatural or unusual. And the 1979 Islamic Revolution in Iran linked Islam with political extremism in the American psyche, a narrative further solidified by media and politics. Meanwhile, in Canada, Quebec's Bill 21 prohibited religious symbols for public servants, restricting Muslims, particularly women, which led to tragic consequences like the 2017 attack on a Quebec City mosque and the 2021 dismissal of Faitne Enveri from her teaching position in Montreal. General misconceptions also exist regarding the internal diversity of Islam, such as Sunni, Shia, Ahmed, and Sufi traditions. And although African American Muslims constitute 20% of the U.S. Muslim population, South Asian Muslims like the Pakistanis in Toronto are often overlooked. Additionally, negative media portrayals harm Muslim communities as the media frequently associates Islam with violence and extremism, while underrepresenting the daily lives and social contributions of Muslims. A fact corroborated by a 2018 study from the University of Alabama, which found that 78% of U.S. media reports link Islam to violence. And events like the September 11, 2001 attacks and the 2014 Parliament Hill attack further fueled Islamophobia, although positive examples exist in Canada such as Zarqa Nua's S-Series, Little Mosque on the Prairie, which presented Muslim life with humor and impact. Political and legal barriers also affect Muslim expressions and rights, such as Donald Trump's Muslim ban and executive Order 13,769 in the U.S., which impacted travel and integration until President Joe Biden revoked it in 2021, while in Canada, Muslim political figures like Toronto Mayor John Tory and Ottawa MP Ahmad Hassan raised their voices against Islamophobia and for religious freedom in the face of Quebec's Bill 21. Socioeconomic challenges further hinder Muslim integration. For while successful professionals like Dr. Yayu Basha exist in Dearborn, cultural criticism and social isolation persist. And in Toronto's Rexdale, the unemployment rate for Somali Canadians is 15%, while schools continue to make the national average, the Nali Schoolis Compirla scored it Skabai Skopay Squida Pride Skoway Squida score by Skavet Kalai Kaplai so it quite said it Kasikat Kai will look diet so Kalai to we I this it last galt we got but look I got look at club but I was slow at my at what bit some who like that or obey oh basis guys and take a which this double do is some bus some let's just no better Political polarization and government actions, such as the Republican-Democrat divide and Senator Ted Cruz's surveillance recommendations, have eroded trust, and in Quebec, Francois Legault used Bill 21 to preserve secular identity at the cost of limiting Muslim inclusion. Internal community challenges also weaken the message of Islam, including Sunni-Shia differences, leadership disputes, and financial mismanagement evident in the separate operations of mosques in Toronto, Jane Finch area, and financial cases at the Mosque Foundation in Chicago. Nevertheless, interfaith dialogue, education, and youth leadership are promoting the acceptance of Islam, with institutions like ISNA and the Intercultural Dialogue Institute in Toronto being active, and programs at Georgetown University and the University of Toronto highlighting Islam's scholarly contributions, while young Muslims are spreading a positive message in the digital world. Muslim political, social, and academic figures like Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib in the U.S. and Salma Zahid and Ahmed Hassan in Canada have played a leading role in opposing Islamophobia, and sustained efforts are essential for the progress of Islam as its expansion continues, with projections suggesting that by 2050, Muslims will make up 2.1% of the U.S. population and over 5% of Canada's. Making robust dialogue, educational programs, and youth leadership programs, and youth leader lee in the leah to lee and low lee it's lee sick and lee slick make a suka be a sick clays uska de blela but the yeah quad like a clip pack basic badaka ya ka ritoka kukak ka la ro pat set by us Analytica like a Islamophobia met me if Willis take a basis was it was a sickest know this near that divorce to some convinced amanda alias of give me begins to make me to stand some was so suspicion than which is the club miss intimate system from because it's